Hey everybody, welcome to a special episode of the MLO Bros. Luke is actually at the Poland Village council meeting right now. We're gonna get started in a little bit here. I just have to switch computers because I need double screens to share Councilman Zembauer's live stream from YouTube or from Facebook. So I got to do that. Just keep watching this awesome ad we made a couple years ago from the council.
There's a lot of people here and a lot of news maybe. Isaac, can you hear me? Isaac, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Isaac,
Hold on. Yes.
there's a lot of people here. The news is here. When this goes live, I'm gonna turn the mic off and then just go off from Zembauer's.
Excuse my dog. Okay. Yes, I can hear you. What? Yes.
I got mobbed by reporters when I walked in.
Did you? Good. That's good. That's good. Okay. So for those watching at home, Luke, and they don't understand what's going on, I'm going to. Okay. Wow, my computer's slow. Okay, so finally here. Sorry, guys, for the technical difficulty setting everything up. But for those that don't understand what is happening, I am reporting from my house, and Luke is reporting from the Poland Village Council meeting. Am I frozen here, or can you guys see me? Holy cow, this computer is garbage. Okay. So Luke is reporting live from the meeting. I'm from home. I am going to... Okay, cool. I am going to pull Councilman Zembauer's Facebook Live here shortly. I'll pull that up so that we can see it. We should be able to hear more audio. We'll pull Luke in and out as we go. Quick refresher as to what is going on. We had our event planned same day as Celebrate Poland in Poland Village on you there, Luke? Okay, Luke's in the meeting. So we have it set up on private property right next to Poland Village. As you can see, Jeff Rabel is right next to Luke. Oh my gosh. This is so frustrating. But private property right next to Celebrate Poland. the Poland Village is having a meeting. The council's having a meeting tonight to discuss what to do about our event we're trying to have. We're trying to have a beer tent. Like I said, it's on private property. We did everything we were supposed to do legally, and they're still trying to stop it. So that's what they're going to discuss in the meeting tonight. Let me pull up Zembauer's video. Councilman Zembauer. Oh my goodness, my computer. Oh, so frustrating. So frustrating. Okay, hold on, guys. Here we go.
Why do you suck so bad? Buy a new computer. Thank you. Look at that.
Why is your head so big?
No,
it's your head. It's not your nose. Why is your head so big? You ever try and answer that question?
My nose
Buy a new computer. Buy a new head. Freaking giant head.
Look at my nose. Loser. It's so big.
No, it's definitely your dome.
Are you going to pull up the meeting or what?
It's not up yet.
Oh, okay.
You watching at home, you ever wonder what it's like to have Luke as your brother? I just want to pull my hair out all the time. Like, pull my hair out, punch him in his giant face. Punch him in his giant face all the time, 24/7.
Listen. Isaac, you're safe at home, and I'm in freaking hostile territory over here. There's a lot of people in this room that don't like us.
Luke, look at this. I assume they're not talking about your face. Yeah. Go. Whoever you are, go to Mike's live. It's not even live yet. Okay.
That's for all.
This is what I like to see. Luke sucks. I don't even know who you are, but Luke does suck. He sucks terribly. Freaking worst.
I am in hostile territory right now, and you are freaking at home.
Hey Luke, who is where's our event being held? What's it called again?
The American Legion.
The American Legion. That's the word. So we're holding our event at the Legion, and the village. It's on private property. We gave them notification we're going to do it. They're still legally using everything they can to shut it down. So they're going to pass some kind of stupid law today that their lawyer built out, and they're going to basically stop us from having the event.
Zembauer was live.
I don't see it. Michael Zembauer. I'll refresh this.
Isaac.
He's live? I'm on his page.
Try the YouTube.
Oh, it was the other one. It was the other one. Okay, I got it. I got it up. Okay, I'm kicking you out. Okay. Hold on, everybody here. Why are you doing this to me now? Oh my God. Okay, can you hear the audio? Oh. Oh. Can you, just you? No, frozen. Okay, hold on. Come on. Oh, 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 who's going to talk? Oh, oh.
Police forever footprint want to have a liquor license. They have to jump through hoops that are set up because two people, 25% don't like alcohol, 75% don't like me or my brother. I truly believe that, and I will die on that hill. This is a personal thing between him and us. It has nothing to do with anything else. So we are withdrawing our liquor application. We will have it on another night. We are going to plan on having an event in the fall for Task Force 20, which is a veterans fundraiser, is a veterans charity that pays for post-traumatic stress syndrome veterans that want to have gym memberships. We're doing it in the fall. We'll do it as a 21 and over event at the Legion. I hope and I pray we do not get any slack from any of council. Again, Chief, I'm so sorry for putting you in this situation. I apologize to you on the phone. You are one of the best. I love your police officers. They're fantastic. You getting put in this situation because of personal grudges is disgusting. So that is it. I'm done. If you guys still want to pass that resolution, pass it all you want. But again, this has got to stop with the shady backroom stuff. We're done. That's it. Over and out. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I would like to call for a rebuttal on this. Speaking to council, asking to speak in front of council is one thing. Insulting this body is totally out of order.
So, what do you want us to do? Make a motion to accept the withdrawal of the liquor permit application.
We never received a liquor permit application.
That goes through the state.
The resolution, Jack, the resolution.
No.
Well, if you don't have to take action, then I don't need
They still think it's an application. It's not permission. There's no permission.
You need to make a motion to withdraw it. To withdraw the resolution. Oh.
All they do is ask Jay what to do. Jay, what do we
also
do?
did not put it on.
What do we do, Jay?
So, right, so we have to wait till it's on.
Jay's the lawyer.
We can go back to yours in a day, and wait until it's on. If it's on.
Well, then I withdraw my motion.
And I'd also like to make a statement that I find it disheartening to hear something described as a backroom deal when it's on the agenda to be discussed at a public meeting. I think that's a phrase that gets thrown around way too easily, and inaccurately in this case. The solicitor's job, if he's asked to prepare a resolution for council to vote on, is to draft it and to prepare it. And last I checked, it's on the agenda at this public meeting. Everyone in this room is here to discuss it. It's a public meeting. And how that is a shady backroom deal, that's not an accurate description. That's what we call defamation.
That's not what I said. I said emergency.
Excuse me. This is not actually a debate. This is me making a statement.
Well,
You use the phrase shady backroom deals need to stop. And I'm afraid there hasn't been a shady backroom deal in this room today. And I think that needs to be said and that needs to be recognized. It's easy to throw accusations around when you're angry. I certainly understand how you feel. But that's nonsense, and you know it.
Will the other community groups be speaking tonight based on what we're discussing now? I know there's a room full of community groups here. Are we permitting them to speak about this, or are we considering sisters
Opinion of it.
the end of the conversation regarding a resolution?
Man, I wish I would have gone and spoken. I would have loved
to
to.
speak about it, but I don't want to get into debate. Well, he's wrong, we're right, and he withdrew. So if they want to say something else, attacking him or saying why we shouldn't pass this, I have no issue. But I don't know if we should be a dead horse at this point.
Yeah, you don't want to let the other groups talk and say how it's dumb, please.
If the application is wrong, there's nothing to object
Which application?
to.
Get him, Zenbauer. Come on.
Whichever one they.
Oh my God. Oh my God, guys, I'm so sorry. This has been terrible.
At this time, I'd make a motion that we depart from the orders of the day to discuss the agenda item, Mr. Moffett's agenda item. It does seem, we have like 17 things on the agenda here, and 16 of them people are not here to talk about. So that's my proposal. Depart from the orders, talk about the rest.
Stupid internet.
Anyone who would like to speak, come up, tell us who you are. Have at it.
I'm going to I'm Cindy Beth from Celebrate Poland. I am on the agenda also. I'm here today again because of the events that have unfolded over the past 2 weeks. The Celebrate Poland Committee has not changed our position in regards to a beer tent on the same day as our event. Again, we've held this event for nearly 2 decades without incident or so much as one insurance claim. Our small but mighty group has worked hard every year to hold this event that is alcohol-free and family-friendly. The event continues to grow in number each year. We attribute that to our mission, our hard work, the continued support of our local government and safety services, and of course, our awesome community. Celebrate Poland has been consistent since the beginning with our dates every year. That has never changed. Over the last 2 weeks, there's been a lot of misguided information being put out there. First, I would like to make it very clear, we have never been difficult to work with. We have never complained about other events in the summertime. We had a legitimate complaint in 2022 coming out of COVID. Expenses were 30% higher and little time to fundraise once the okay was given by the governor. I tried to state our concern about fundraising at the same time to another group, and it was not received well. I do have text messages if anybody would like to see them. Even after that, we still reached out to this group and asked to work the dunk tank for it. We're not asked to be involved in the movie night. That was perfectly fine. It was not an event. No one was trying to open a beer tent during Celebrate Poland. The money they raised went to a wonderful charity. I believe that's what's called a win-win situation. There are many groups that have tents and sell things such as t-shirts and raffle tickets to Celebrate Poland. The Legion itself has basket and chair raffles. Our opposition is not with fundraising. It is with bringing alcohol into the mix. We simply don't want the liability. There was a statement given recently, is just like last year. However, it was not mentioned that last year was not during Celebrate Poland.
Why does it matter when it is?
It is our responsibility as a
Legally, it doesn't matter when it is. And the council is proving they're taking her side, which is dumb.
In jeopardy. We take the safety of our community seriously. I did speak with our firework company today, and they looked at a map, and actually the Legion is in an area that they consider unsafe for the fallout. To add a beer tent to that area would be very irresponsible on our part. With the number of people,
You don't think anybody sit at the Legion and watch the fireworks go off in the past for you to call it dangerous?
A wonderful alcohol-free event for years, and we hope that we can continue to do so. We are in favor of the resolution and hope that it passes, as we keep alcohol out of Celebrate Poland. We want to thank council for hearing our concerns, and whatever the outcome is, we will respect it. The last thing I want to address is the manner in which Celebrate Poland and the village council has been portrayed as veteran haters online. This is very misleading. And for me personally, because my name, first and last, has been put out there, it's very, very offensive. I am extremely offended because my father served, and being the oldest child, I was a recipient of the flag. That ceremony was one of the most memorable.
My grandpa served. My grandpa served, Cindy. Like, I love veterans too. What do you want?
For laying of the roses from the time until she left town. As a realtor, I was a military certified USAA and Navy federal agent.
Like, legions across the United States are typically bars. Like, for anybody online who tried to say that, like, oh, it's bad for veterans to have alcohol, like,
as a veteran hater is absolutely unacceptable and offensive. Again, we want
it's not like everybody's gonna get shit-faced either. Like, having 2 beers and watching fireworks, and it's not like everybody doesn't sneak booze in to Celebrate Poland anyways. How many people do you know walk around Celebrate Poland with a freaking mug that's covered so nobody knows you're drinking? Like, it already happens. Like, we're not stupid.
On behalf of today, American Legion Post 15 family, 35 Cornwall Street. I'd like to first, to Sam, to Cindy, I'd like to thank both of your family members for what they do. Because we wouldn't even be sitting here in this room right now if it wasn't for your dad flying B-52s and your father. So,
I'm so sorry about my stupid internet, guys.
sincerely, thank you. I'd also like to go on the record and
So beyond frustrating.
say, Cindy, nor Celebrate Poland, nor Sam, nor Jay, nor council are veteran haters. None of them. We're going to squash that right now. I saw that on Facebook. It did not come from my lips, but that needs to be done. On the record, needs to be done. I'd like to thank Village Council and Council Administration for always being a friend of the Post 15 family. Mr. Moffitt, the Post 15 family, thanks for being a phone call away and answering questions when we have them. Mr. Wakama, the Post 15 family thanks you for your continued membership in the Sons of American Legion Squadron 15. Mr. Thompson, the Post 15 family thanks you for being such a staunch supporter of our Memorial Day procession and ceremonies, and during COVID, attempting to bring these programs to the homebound via videographer. Mr. Graff, the Post 15 family thanks you for always coming to our basket raffle each year, as well as sponsoring a chair from your business in the chair raffle. Mrs. Bozick, while we have not had the chance to specifically work with you one-on-one, we thank you for your part as one of 6 on this council that supports the Post 15 family. Council as a whole, we thank you for the time you declared March 15th, 2019 as Post 15 Day in Poland Village to recognize 100 years of the American Legion, and the time you declared an emergency to pass a resolution honoring the late and great Post 15 member, Howdy Friend. This resolution was read at his graveside and presented to his family. I'd like to thank Chief Lambert for working so closely with us on Memorial Day and always providing a police escort for a veteran when their funeral comes through town. Mayor Maceyko, we'd like to thank you for sponsoring a chair from your business in the chair raffle. And to this day, we are still honored you asked us to assist with the late Chief Beatty's funeral. For many years, there have been members of council and administration that have been members of the Post 15 family. Former Councilwoman Linda Cernick was a member of Unit 15. Former Councilman Chip Anderson was a member of Squadron 15. Former mayors Russell Blake and Merle Madrid were members of Post 15, as well as former councilmen Dick Ames, Joe Major, and Bob Limmer, all veterans of the Second World War. Street together. The goal of our Post family is to help our veterans, our children, and our community. I want to make something perfectly clear. No entity of the Post 15 family is or has applied for liquor permit. Our building is by renting it out. In fact, the Girl Scouts use it every week, sometimes twice a week. Birthday parties, wedding showers, baby showers, and other fundraisers are some of the events that our building has been rented for in the past. The American Legion has several programs itself that we raise money for. Gifts for the Yanks, which helps veterans in hospitals and residential care facilities. The Child Welfare Foundation. The National Emergency Fund, which provides grants for members who are displaced due to natural disasters. This is just to name 3 of about 35. We raise money for these programs, all while trying to raise money to support local programs. The Post 15 has donated many times to many causes in this community. Several years, the Post sponsored a baseball team at PCBA. Our squadron has sponsored the Poland Express, Mill Creek Junior Baseball, and in the past, we have donated to Celebrate Poland. In fact, our Post 15 family, I think my math might not be right. We sponsored a pillar at Rotary's Memorial Park. We march annually in the Fireman's Parade. When the Relay for Life was at Dave Pavlansky Field, we provided a color guard every year for opening ceremonies. While we cannot give thousands to every charity in town, we do our best to help, whether it's financially or being there. When Celebrate Poland hosted their Fall Fest, I think 2 years ago was the first one, maybe? Again, the math might not be right. We decided to host a district conference of the American Legion. This was of the American Legion, 16 squadrons spanning 5 counties. We did this because we knew of all the festivities going on in town, and we knew what we had to offer all of our visitors. Most of them stuck around and enjoyed what was going on throughout the day. Some of them even sticking around to ride the parade. Admittedly, we had 2 food trucks in our lot 2 years ago. I went to the Celebrate Poland meeting. We had a good discussion about this. We apologized, and I gave my word that wouldn't happen again. It has not, to which I know Celebrate Poland is grateful. Again, we apologize for that on the record. I did want to say that we passed a motion on our meeting to make it. I will get that to you as soon as I do, as soon as I have it. The Post 15 family does not want it to appear that we are trying to work against a wonderful community event. I am requesting that it be acknowledged on today's agenda that it is not American Legion liquor permit. In fact, we cannot have a liquor license in our building because of the proximity to school property. To further clarify, the liquor permit that has caused so much can only be obtained by a 501c3, which the American Legion is not. We are a 501c19. Going forward, myself and all 3 entities of the American Legion family would like to officially extend any help to Celebrate Poland that they may need. We want them to see a devastating blow to the community. To Council, Mayor Maceyko and Chief Lambert, Celebrate Poland, and all the other groups that are in this room today. Thank you for your hard work and dedication to the village of Poland.
The minutes reflect his comment that the liquor permit was authorized by the Thank you.
Sorry, hi, my name is Nancy Muscat. I'm the current president of Poland Junior Club. I'm here, I kind of feel like mommy and daddy are fighting. And we're caught in the middle of it a little bit. We do host community events in this neighborhood and on this property, and we have considered and to hosting some sort of alcohol events. I mean, for one group's decision not to have any other community organization in this.
There you go.
In Poland.
And that would
The way
happen
it is
if they passed that.
written, it says resolution addressing temporary liquor permits at community events.
Right.
Not Celebrate Poland, but all community events.
Yeah.
That's a huge problem. That sets a precedent that one event can make a determination for everyone.
Correct. You're setting a
That's
past
not-
precedent for the legal
it's not
body
fair
to
to
stop everyone from
They
doing it.
may
Yeah, everyone from
change
doing
their
it.
mind at some point, we just don't know. But they are fully entitled to just not have it at their event and not have a resolution like this that affects everybody indefinitely. I just ask that we don't overextend our reach as the council. Not that I'm part of the council, but I really
Correct.
hope that we don't make a rash decision. One, I don't know why it's voted on
Correct.
instantaneously when it appears that everyone else gets 2 or 3 readings.
It's because they hate us.
I
That's why it
ask
was rushed.
anything.
It's personal, obviously. And while that's loading up, it's like we did it in the past without issue. Why now this time are we made it personal and you just don't want us to have it on the same day as Celebrate Poland? That's what you're going to go with as council? And then
I have,
2 comments, and I'm kind of stuck in the middle here, so I don't know what the proper protocols would be for me. I'm taking my council hat off because I don't want to be a council person right now. In fact, it's really nice sitting in the pews before an F permit through the use and sale of alcohol last. In our community, and it felt good, especially being a newer nonprofit that doesn't have the ability to jump in on a lot of the ideas. We're in a main community. We have Celebrate Poland, Members of the Trunk. We have all of these different events, organizations, events.
Why is it
We're trying to
jumping like that?
duplicate them. And it was nice. And I hope everyone would agree, and I didn't see a lot of devastation to the community, but
oh my God, my internet.
That's
Why are
the-
you doing?
her event. We were part of a different event.
I'm so sorry, guys, for everybody watching.
So at that, I second some of Nancy's sentiment that we would never want to suffer the fallout because our organization does embrace the right to utilize an F permit that's granted to us community. And I don't want that taken away. I can't say I have anything planned for this year at all. In fact, I'll pause here because that would lead me to my second point. But I would hope that my organization's not a recipient of a resolution that would affect us and our ability to fundraise. Now I'm going to put my council hat back on because
Yeah,
there's
everyone,
an
please do that.
observation,
Please do
and
that.
it's something
I'm sorry.
that I think needs to be brought to everyone's attention. And the fact this room is filled is amazing. The reason why this came to our council agenda was when I had reached out to the MLO Bros 501c3, I said, are we doing that movie night again? I need to get ready. I need to get promotional materials together. I need to get people and volunteers. And he said, no, we're not doing that this year. I don't know the reasoning. It might be because there's been some discussion about not being too close to Celebrate Poland. And I said, okay, great. If anything comes up, let me know. A couple weeks later, it was brought, when the Legion does some of their fundraising and chair stuff, and it'd be Celebrate Poland, you'd have so many people coming. You'd raise so much more money. And I said, you know what, that's a really good idea. I said, but that's Cindy's event and her group, and I want to pause because I was fortunate that she blessed me with that time to sit down and have that conversation. And when we met and when we talked about it, it goes against what her vision was, and she communicated that was not the mission of Celebrate Poland, and it interfered. And I said, you know what, I understand that because of my own events and I have my own vision of what I want to do for the community, and I respected that. I said, Cindy, I don't know, I'm just the recipient. It might occur with or without me. But people need to hear that message because it rings true.
She's in charge of Celebrate Poland.
So I said, would you mind if I talk to some of the other groups involved and
doesn't like when anybody else tries to do anything around Celebrate Poland or
it was scheduled,
anything
Thursday after the last meeting, and
in Poland at the same time as Celebrate, because it takes away from Celebrate Poland.
To interject and do something. Honestly, it got out of my hands at that point.
Or she thinks
I
it
was
takes
already
away.
in the middle of something that I wasn't supposed to be in the middle of, just trying to bridge. But ultimately, I believe what I was trying to bridge was bringing community groups back together again, because it is not council's role to interject, interfere, and excuse the word because it's not the proper word, but it's the one that comes to my mind, of weaponize government for resolutions and laws.
I like that verbiage.
I didn't think it
was possible to come back together at this point. But what we have to recognize tonight is, Luke, you have a very strong message. You have an amazing organization. And you have done tremendous things for this community. You coming forward and taking that stance to step down from doing this to Celebrate Poland, I understand completely, is your reservations to do so at this point, to where it's become. That's a first step. The Legion come in and discussing their support, celebrating, and they want people to be involved as much as they can. Their event and Celebrate Poland is a stronger stance, a stronger position, and a greater success than the passing of a resolution to interfere with everybody's work in this community.
community groups
And running community groups and fundraising is more complicated than anything we do sitting up here in this seat. Because of a nonprofit, I'm the president of the Lions Club, I'm the first member of the, and White Loves Poland Junior Women's Club hard work. This is not up here.
I get your point, Brian. I
We
really
have
do.
victory ahead of us because we're coming back together again and we're realigning the way we should as a community and moving forward in a positive light. The fact that everybody stepped up and said what their commit were, there's accountability. We each need to hold each other accountable for continuing to come back together again and do the proper things to make our community strong. It's an opportunity. I don't foresee the passing of a resolution that interferes, impedes, or gets in the way of other organizations, or simply creates divide amongst organizations on the same date. Gives us that opportunity. That's my council stance and my volunteer stance. And I truly hope that it resonates with everybody, because it's been a week of late nights trying to think and hope for that the words come out of my mouth correctly tonight, that it is something that opens doors for us instead of closed.
That's my hope.
That's good shit. Bauer. That's good
And
shit.
everybody knows I'm going to vote no on the resolution.
I'd like to interject, if you don't mind. I think there's a couple of valid points that I'd like to make. Across the street, live in the middle of all these things, which is a great gift. Don't need to complain about it too much. It is much more enjoyable than it ever is a hassle. It's an absolute blessing to live in the center of such a vibrant community. Similar to what you have with the beer tent, and that's the movie. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I remember there being concern about that event at the time.
Yeah, because
I remember
the lawyer and a councilman called the cops on our event. Yeah, that time.
absolutely.
So nothing happened. They're just petty.
It wasn't the event, but it was, I even reached out to Luke or one of the brothers.
Isaac. My name's Isaac.
To say, hey, I live here. And I
So then why are we messing with it? If you didn't have any issue, why don't we let us try again if we did good? Because it's personal.
One of the points Mr. Zemar just expressed, that if nonprofits have right or opportunity or whatever you want to call it, they have an event without undue interference, then celebrate run fireworks and they depend on the funds they raise that day. And disrespect that concerning thing about the situation as a result by my person in saying. So I deeply respect the Schuster's choice to withdraw the offending or worrisome application. That being said, the resolution to disfavor all alcohol going forward is vote against it.
I have a question. Legally speaking, Jay Maceyko, to answer this. The regardless of the past resolution about this question, any bearing on future.
Each one will be independent.
Okay, so anything we decide today will have no effect on any future.
Right, I think there's one critical word in that resolution too, that everyone's overlooking, it's consent. Or even another event from having alcohol fundraising event. You end up having questions with anybody.
Yeah, because you never do anything wrong, Jay.
I think I answered the question.
Okay.
Do not pass that bill. He will interpret it differently in the future.
Or changed, because a part of it is the objection. So that's something to consider at the appropriate time.
The absolute guarantee of it never interfering is not passing.
Correct. Thank you.
I'm going to further state, none of this had to happen. None of this had to blow up like it did tonight. It was mentioned by Cindy 2 weeks ago, not signaling.
I'm going to Best Buy tomorrow to get a new computer.
Not Mr. Zemar. But, and then, harsh words and I'm going to take 30 more seconds. I'm just tired of You know, these are people, everyone at this table, there's some positions.
Can you guys see me? I wonder if it's his live stream too.
But, you know, we're basically volunteering more time than we're working. We have a solicitor, a man that we trust, that is in this office because we trust him.
I wouldn't
He's not
trust him.
directing us to not talk. He's not directing shady backroom deals.
He did though.
Little respect
He did tell you guys not to talk.
And his families and his kids that go to school. How about some respect for what we could have.
I have no respect.
We, again, maybe not the step to make a decision, the community groups within themselves have all agreed to move on without us having to.
And it's a small step.
I know it's not in ink guaranteed, published for life, but it's the right step. And the first right small step is normally the hardest one to take, and it's been made. That's a success.
Hello, I'm sorry.
I'm a patient person and I'm interested in the conversation. Eleanor Zurich, Poland Banner, happy resident, and so forth. I've been so interested in the discussion, but also I believe I need to make a little bit of a, not a statement, but a little mention. For many decades, I've been a member of a professional fundraising organization that serves beyond the borders of the United States, but mostly the USA. And currently, we are in the throes of planning, once again, our 33rd, 34th National Philanthropy Day celebration to represent philanthropy at many levels by many different types of representation. We represent universities, hospitals, organizations that are very tiny as well as now. We all come together, and you would be surprised what happens at our table. Today represented were a huge number of organizations falling under 501c3, 501c7, just the myriad of the 501s. I mean, quite perfect. But one thing that we do is we listen to each other. If somebody's stepping on another charity's toes unintentionally, and once in a while there's a bad actor, but they don't last long. They go. But we respect one another and we listen and we try to work out. We deal with temporary, one event approval for serving alcohol at certain events. Many of the charities do exist that way. We really struggle with a lot of things. By the way, when you start going back to some of these places that arrange your nonprofit dinners, you will be surprised at what tariff there is now. It is over the top. It will shock you. But back to the point. I just think that charitable intent, fishbowl, and we have to never wrong. So that's all I'm going to say. I didn't want to anything beyond a kind message. That's it. So please do digest it.
Thank you.
I've made the point before, those are the forest board meetings, I'll make it again, that having a community that this many people care this deeply about to be at meetings like this is a nice problem to have, no matter what other problems we may have. Make a motion, well, I don't know. We need to do something with the resolution before we return to the orders of the day.
You can either address it now during the departure, or you can address it at the typical time.
The resolution, the resolution is not the license.
Oh, correct.
It's your resolution.
Well, I think there was a really good point brought up in regards to other community groups. And I think the resolution being kind of blanketed, I'd like to maybe table it and we could rewrite it to address Celebrate Poland only. Would that be something everybody would agree to?
You mean prohibit liquor?
Liquor sales and Celebrate Poland. Yes, correct. Certainly your group still wants that, right?
That phrase was in my head, I didn't know, I don't think it is.
I do say this. I'm not sure how I feel about ordinances that in a particular organization, but you'd like to table this resolution for now?
Table it and we rewrite it so it just addresses
More narrow, it's just more narrow.
make it more narrow. I wouldn't want to step on their group.
So to be clear, this is the motion. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, your motion would be to table it indefinitely rather than until the next meeting. To be put back on the table.
Probably have something by the meeting, if not, I'll certainly let everybody know.
Well, my point is, if Luke does follow through on what he said and they're not going to move forward with this event, are we wasting our time rewriting this?
It's not just about Luke, though. It could be someone else.
So what are we looking to do, write an ordinance to?
Well, it's not an ordinance, and remember.
Resolution, I'm sorry. What are we looking to do? It's not about this specific situation.
I think what he's looking to do is just to preserve their
Alcohol-free environment at Celebrate Poland.
Just to be clear, it's not an alcohol-free environment. Everybody drinks there. They just drink in covered cups. So,
Sorry, there was a lawyer. He literally said, I never thought. So, no, we'll go with the Chambers outlaws.
Okay. Is that worth doing? Like, is that worth?
Yes, it is. Sure. They've asked for it.
Well, let's rewrite it, then this is probably a discussion after that.
I'll second the motion to table. Is it indefinitely or to
The next meeting.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
they didn't pass it.
the motion to approve the orders of the day?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, did the next presentation, report from the mayor. So I did talk to George Sendry, our new engineer, and I had got an email from pastors.
All right, this shit's boring.
George, and he filed that today.
All right. So let me close this, try and get better internet here. Okay. So Poland Village has decided, due to all of the other organizations that passing that resolution would affect, they decided they are going to table it and rewrite it. Probably rewrite. Mafi said something about protecting Celebrate Poland. So rewrite something so that there can't be beer sales in Celebrate Poland because that's part of their mission, or near Celebrate Poland because that's part of their mission. Even though, just so everybody's clear, we went through the state. They had a form that you fill out that says, number one, you need to be on private property, which we are. The private property has nothing to do with Celebrate Poland. It's right next to it, which is the Legion's property. Number two, you need to give notification to the chief of police in that area, which is Chief Lambert. And they basically were saying, hey, Chief Lambert, don't sign that document that you received notification. And they were the lawyer was interpreting it as they need to get this document signed in order to get permission. There is no permission. It was notification. So what they had to do legally to somehow rig this up to make it so that we couldn't have our event next to Celebrate Poland's event is they were trying to pass this resolution to say, hey, no alcohol at village events. And they were trying to shut down all these people. Thank goodness, all these other organizations stepped up and went to the event. By doing that, you're making the village council realize, hey, we're stepping on all these organizations' feet, not just the MLO Bros' feet, by passing this resolution. And they didn't pass it. So that's the power of going to the council meetings. Really is. If you disagree with your government, the lesson to be learned, if you disagree with your government officials and they're doing something you don't like, you have to communicate as voters, go to the meeting and pressure them, because they listen to you. They have to listen to you, or else they'll vote you, or you will vote them out in the future. So you gotta be involved. Hey Luke, what's up? Are you sitting at the gazebo at Poland Village?
Yeah.
Are you outside did you leave right now that all the boring stuff's happening? Did you leave?
Yeah.
Did everybody leave?
Yeah. That was I kind of lost my temper a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
You probably shouldn't have said backroom meetings.
Yeah, that was a mistake. But to me, it still is a backroom deal because and Thompson's good. Yeah, I mean, he's a lawyer. So what they tried to say when I said backroom deal is the whole thing, but that's not what I was saying. They waived the 3 reading rule. Like when you pass a law, you're supposed to read it for 3 times. They made it an emergency meeting.
Yeah, because it's us.
Because it's us.
Yeah,
because they're worried about what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And they made an emergency reading. So then that way you don't have 3 you don't have 3 readings. Like that to me is shady. Well, how is it an emergency? Like an emergency to me is the bridge is falling down or the library is on fire. Like that's an emergency. Not
it's so annoying that government and these stupid lawyers, it all comes down to interpretation.
Yeah.
Like their interpretation of stuff.
Yes.
It's always over and over and over. It's like, oh, during the meeting, Jay's like, oh, if you notice that one word I put in there means that it doesn't affect all the groups. Like, shut up, Jay. Like, just admit you were trying to this is how it was. Just admit it. No, if you interpret it by that one word, this means it wasn't affecting all the groups. Like, for fuck's sake, Jay.
He clusterfucked that resolution. Jay did. I don't care what anybody says.
He rushed.
He rushed, and then I mean, Jay comes out of all of this looking just embarrassing. Because he literally, and again, I shouldn't have. I went at him hard and I went to say, but I'm so tired of those guys talking about us and coming at us. That was years of pent up aggression right there.
What I wish somebody would have said, and what I totally would have said if I was there, is like, listen, we're all adults here. Raise your hand if you've ever brought a cup filled with alcohol in to celebrate Poland.
Seriously.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Mr. Moffey. I don't know. I can't guarantee it, but if I were a bet man, I'd say when you flipped us off in that float, your blood alcohol level wasn't 0.
Yeah.
So
and the
people drink at Celebrate Poland.
Right. And the problem was I wasn't prepared. Like I didn't have enough time because literally I was driving down here and Tim's Sycophus is calling me or texting me saying, tell him if you're going to withdraw. And I'm like, you know what? I'll just talk. That's our chance to freaking go at him a little bit, because we were going to do it anyways. We've been planning, we were planning this since this afternoon to cancel it, not because of that. And again, everyone has to understand it's not because of their rules. It's because I don't want to affect, like Zembauer said, the other groups. It has nothing to do with them because we can still get that liquor license if we wanted to. And did you hear that? Did you guys catch? That's what they're worried about. Did you hear that?
They're worried about what?
So Moffey suggested
a
resolution with our name. No, but then it was okay. You're not going to do well. Can we do it in the MLO Bros names to say they're not allowed to have because they don't trust us to say.
Why are you singling us out? And that's the other thing I wish somebody would have brought up. Did you bring up the fact that we had an event in the past with no issue? They did. Thompson brought that up.
Yeah.
So now we had it with no issue. So doing it this time does nothing more than you guys are just taking Celebrate Poland's side, which if you as the council think that that's what the voters want, that's fine. But at least we were able to get some other organizations there and tell them not to do it. That's huge.
But the best was when Moffey said, well, let's just do it in their name, right? Did you hear? I give Thompson credit. He says, Thompson said, yeah, there was the last people who did that was called Parliament. And did you hear him say that? Because it was Parliament. Parliament used to do that in England. And that's how people would get get in trouble in England. Because
they tried to single people out.
Yeah. And he looked right at me because, boy, if they did that, we'd be able to sue the shit out of them.
Right.
And he knows that because that's singling out, that is
because we've had no issues in the past with our events. And now you're like,
Hey, how
That would
much
just
more
be
evidence? How much more evidence do we need that Moffy
Right.
has a
Right.
personal vendetta against
Oh,
us?
100%.
Like, oh, Luke's gone. Oh, there he's back. Well, I can't hear you. 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 Sorry. You can't hear him too, guys, right? But yeah. So hopefully we get Luke back here in a second. But I'm very happy that other whether they agree with us or not, other groups were.
Sorry.
Oh, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but now I can't see you.
Jesus. Hold on. Be right back. Dude, the internet here is so bad.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting is now my internet's working fine. My internet's working totally fine. Maybe it's streaming a live stream. Maybe that was hunkering down my internet, weighing it down. But
All right, sorry. Can you hear me? Jeez, man, the internet is so bad.
So I think it was my internet was chugging because I was streaming a live stream and it's multiple levels. It's in Streamshin.
Yeah, and you don't have very good internet out there. But
Well, I have
but I
good
think,
internet.
but again, you know, and let me first off, let me tell you, the people in Celebrate Poland do not like us.
Okay.
Just right. Dude, I was in a room full of them. I mean, it was bad. It was so bad. Who is that just said we would rather hear him than see him? I have a face for radio.
All you see is that face. All you see is that head, that
big
dome.
nose. Anyway, so I don't know. I again, you know, some people are giving a shit about like backing down, and Mike even said it. He's like, it's not like you guys to back down, but I think it's not back down. It's again, I want to do it for the other groups, like the Poland Lions Club, Rotary. They didn't do anything. You know, this is a personal vendetta. I'm not gonna have them go down with us. You know what I mean? That's kind of the way I was doing that.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know.
It's definitely interesting. It's so interesting, and
I'm
happy. I'm happy that tonight, like the lawyer,
I think the news reporter's waiting for me.
Oh, is he?
No, her. I'm gonna
go talk to the news reporter.
I'm sorry. I'm kind of a big deal. I have many leather-bound books.
Mm-hmm. All right, go talk to the news reporter. See you, dude. Good luck.
Okay. Hey.
Ask him what news you're going to be on. Live stream you being recorded by the news and say, hey, this has to go. Like my followers, I have 53 people watching right now. Can they stay on this while I talk? Take a sit down. What's it like to be interviewed by the news? This is
it's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a big deal. I'm not gonna lie. Say hi to our followers.
Hi guys.
An interview about what happened tonight.
Can I set my camera up while I interview? Over here behind you guys.
I want to.
All right, let's do it. Isaac, you want to watch me get interviewed?
Yeah, I want to watch you get interviewed. Let's watch the process here, ladies and gentlemen.
Watch the process. This is gonna be embarrassing.
Okay.
Is that good?
We're filming a camera of a camera.
Hold on. Wait. I don't want to do like that here. Like this.
You look underdressed standing next to her.
I'm very underdressed. I was feeding my kids when they said to Colin, come in here. I have a hat on today, so my hair won't be weird.
I would be in sweats if I had a choice.
Yeah, seriously.
Right.
Philip, Isaac, does the camera make me look fat?
It does add 10 pounds. That's what they say. So
that's my brother, buddy.
You look
okay. I'm gonna just.
Okay, you can't talk while this interview. You're gonna pick up the sound.
Okay, I won't say anything. Everybody, be quiet.
I just let me know when you're ready, Justin.
Throw his light on.
You're looking at the whole time, okay?
Got it.
Luke, somebody at home says someone made an extra donut. Sorry, we're being muted.
You're getting
connected space. And I can take a step back.
Sorry.
Is that okay with the ink on it?
Yeah, it'll be fine. I just want to make sure it's perfect. All right.
You're gonna need a bigger paper.
Actually, let's get one more. Right by his face. Okay, we're good. Whenever you're ready.
Kicked off the meeting.
Sure.
You know, announcing your guys' next step forward. What was your decision to withdraw?
Decision wasn't, some people saying we're backing down, and our group normally doesn't back down, but we don't want to bring down the other groups like the Poland Lions Club and Poland Rotary and Rosalie's Forever Footprints. We didn't want to bring them down with this resolution, so we said, you know what, we'll back off, but we plan on doing events like this in the future on other days other than Celebrate Poland Day, and we hope we don't get any grief from the council.
So you mentioned maybe you would put on the same event later this fall.
Right. We have an idea where we're going to probably do a fundraiser for Task Force 20, the veterans charity we were raising money for, where we're going to do an adult only, maybe a beer taste or something at the Legion, and invite some, locals to come out and hang out and raise money for the veterans.
Yeah. What's your opinion of today's meeting? It seemed like it could have went the best it could have.
Yeah, I think like Councilman Zembar summed it up great. I think a lot of our community groups took a step forward, and I'm happy trying to help heal a little bit where we've been fighting, and I think our community is going to be stronger before this is all over. So,
Okay, am I missing anything? Anything you want to add?
Nope, we're good. Is that all right? Is that good? How does it kind of do?
You did pretty good, not bad. Can you unmute me so I can?
So
you didn't do bad.
What'd you say?
I don't think you did bad. I don't think you did bad at all.
Like you get to stay home, and you literally sent me into a freaking firing squad. By the way, I just want you to know that not a lot of people.
I wish I would have been there to comment. I wish I would have been there to comment.
Okay, I'm gonna go back over to the pavilion. All right, thank you. Thanks for coming and paying attention. Yep. All right. I was so underdressed. I looked like a freaking hobo.
At least guys, like the in-depth interview, you get to know that news reporters wish they were in sweats too. That's cool.
Dude, she's like dressed like she's going to prom. And I'm freaking
she's way more professional than us. She admits it. We're just like kind of sort of news people. We're not really news. We're just two brothers that kind of talk about shit and we don't care.
So our plan, I think we need to say, is this fall. Well, first off, did you talk about what we're doing in Austintown on June 30th? So everybody watching, June 30th, we have been invited by the Celebrate Austintown Committee. I think that's what it's called, to go live at their event and fundraise for the veterans there. We won't have alcohol, because they're gonna have alcohol there.
During this whole debacle, there were plenty of other communities reaching out and saying, "Hey, Poland's dumb. Come hang out with us and have your event at our place. We love veterans. We want to support."
Right.
And
so that's June 30th. We're gonna have the president of the organization on next Thursday. He's coming on. So so he's coming on next Thursday. We're going to talk. Oh, and Santos is coming on too. So we're going to talk about that. And then in the fall, we are going to have some sort of beer event in Poland, Ohio. So help me God.
Unless Moffy tries to pass a resolution against everything that we do.
Yeah, right. Exactly. And if they give us grief, I will have freaking CNN here next time. They think by the way, they think I kind of raised a little bit of a stink to get all these people here, which is that was me, by the way, because I was freaking sending emails and everything else. But they think we caused this thing. If they try and stop us to do a fall event by ourselves, so help me God, I will freaking.
You know who stood up to us today? That I was a little surprised, but I talked to him today, so I'm not really that surprised. And he said he was gonna combat us. He's Graf combating us. That was interesting. I thought him saying, what did he say?
Ooh, Halloween party in Poland. That's a good idea.
Yeah, but Graf standing up to us and kind of giving us a little pushback. I was surprised by that.
I wasn't. He said he told you he was going to do it.
Yeah, I know. But he actually I don't think Chris Graf has a mean bone in his body.
Oh, there it is. Jim's there. There's Jim. Sorry, Jim. Austintown Fireworks Celebration, which is going to be. We're not allowed to say where it is. Where they're going to have a huge announcement on Wednesday, I believe, right, Jim? And then Thursday they're coming on the show and we're going to talk about it. I am so honored to Isaac. I almost think like part of us. I don't think I should be in Austintown. I don't think I should be in Poland. I'm more of an.
You're definitely more of an Austintown type.
I'm an Austintown, East Palestine.
Does Austintown have a trailer park? Because that's where you belong.
I don't think they do. But they got. I mean, I could just go over there, and I just feel like I fit in better in Austintown. I'm not really Poland Village material. Let's be honest.
Dude, people have been telling you for years you don't belong in Poland. You haven't lived there long enough. You don't dress nice enough.
It's true.
You're insulting to Poland.
But I think we should get. I think we should get shirts made for when we go, and we should get shirts that says I should live in Austintown. That might be the shirts we get when we go over there. You ruffle feathers in Poland. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Michelle just said it. You ruffle feathers in Poland. Well, I think, Michelle, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Poland needs their feathers ruffled, and you know what? I don't mind doing it because I hate to say it, and you people who lived here, I know you love your town, but all of you know, shit like this where they try and pass emergency resolutions when they don't have to. That's what I'm talking about when I say shady backroom deals. That stuff has gone on forever. Right,
Yeah.
Isaac? I mean, we've seen it.
Emergency passing of some rule
Yeah,
to
look, Brian
stop
just said, Brian's
events.
from Poland. Brian's from
Yeah.
Poland. He gets it. Yeah,
Yeah.
the old guard boomer feathers. Exactly it.
That's what you mean by that, and that makes sense if that's what you mean by backroom deals.
That's what I
deals.
was talking about.
But it's like, yeah, you pass an emergency, you make an emergency rule that doesn't out of the blue in order to shut us down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I was. It wasn't like they were trying to pass a law. Like they didn't understand.
They
Again,
didn't talk about it. They didn't talk about it behind closed doors.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
like
Lisa
back
gets it.
room
Yeah,
deal.
you got the people who follow us get what we're trying to do and why we do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the people, a lot of people are going to call us troublemakers, but those are the people that sit on the people who aren't troublemakers are the ones that sit on the sideline and watch these village the council people run wild, and you know what I mean? Like
Right.
that. Every town, every person should be holding their leaders accountable, and it doesn't happen.
And that's what I told him before you got on, Luke. I was like, listen, if there's anybody I'm proud of tonight, it's all the organizations and all the people that went to that meeting and stood up for what they believed in. Because everyone should take note and learn from this moment that if you stand up and you disagree with something your government officials are doing, you have to confront them and you have to communicate, because if not, they're going to walk all over you.
Yes, exactly. I'm walking by the meeting. Sorry. So no, and that's the point. That's the point I was trying to get across. And it's like, you know, if we have to be the freaking bigger people and we have to be the ones that stand up to say, hey, we'll back down and we won't do it, or you know, that's fine. But it's just so frustrating.
Right.
It's just the whole thing. And again, I don't mind not doing it that day, but if they so help me God, all 50 people watching, if they try and stop us from having something in the fall, I am going to freaking fight.
We honestly, dude, if they do that in the future, if we do something in the future,
I wouldn't be surprised. You know, Moffy will. Moffy called the cops on us last year. He called
the lawyer did too. The lawyer did too.
Yeah.
I am more pissed about the lawyer's performance over anything else, because the lawyer isn't an elected official and should not be biased in any way, shape, or form. The people, the elected officials should be the ones making the decisions. Moffy's allowed to not like us and disagree with us because he feels like his voters think that way. But the village freaking lawyer hating us and taking a side and not being unbiased like he's supposed to be is wrong.
100%.
100% wrong. And by bias, I mean he called the cops on our event and said, "Hey, we need more police here." And he called the state hoopies.
He called the state cops because we had 4 village cops there, including the chief, who were dancing with people because it was an awesome event.
Right.
And then Julie Payne's husband shows up and says, "You guys aren't going to believe this." In his uniform, the cops, Moffy called the cops. Moffy, he said that. You know what I mean? It's crazy. And he used to own bars. He owned Bill's place. He got arrested. You see what I posted today?
Yeah, he got arrested for.
He got arrested for not having a liquor license and selling alcohol.
That's hilarious. As we try and get a liquor license and sell alcohol.
Seriously, you can't. I mean, you can't be anymore. But all right. Well, I think this is count as a podcast this week. Good God, that was. I hope you appreciate what I did there, because that was like I felt like a little fish surrounded by sharks.
I wish I could have commented. All I want to say is, hey, have you guys ever had like snuck drinks into Celebrate Poland? Raise your hand if you've ever snuck.
If I would have known I was going to talk, we could have done that. We could have done. You honestly think that people don't have alcohol there?
Right. You really don't? Like, come on, guys. And I know for certain Abby Bozak's my age. I know for certain she has drank at Celebrate Poland at some point in the past, as most of those people are, because everybody's been younger and tried to have fun at Celebrate Poland in the past. I know for certain.
Yeah. So I'm gonna walk around with a Yeti cup this year and just get hammered.
Right. What we should do is we should walk around with Yeti cups with water in it and act like we're drunk. See if we get arrested.
Wait. Oh my God. Let's go live and be like, just walk up to people live and be like, hey, do you have alcohol in that cup?
Yeah. Hey, are you willing to admit live on air that you have alcohol? Do you mind if I sniff your cup? Do you mind if I sniff your cup?
sir, or we can bring a breathalyzer around. We should get one of those the Target, the cheap breathalyzer. Like, are you comfortable breathing into this for a breathalyzer to see if you're drunk or not?
Just to prove that people do in fact drink and celebrate Poland. That's a great idea for a clip. We should do that on Saturday.
100% we should do that.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, there is no doubt.
We walk around and ask people if they're drinking, if they're willing to admit it, what's in their cup, and then if they're willing to take a breathalyzer.
Okay, let's do that. Do you think they'll kick us out to celebrate? Can they kick us out to celebrate Poland?
I don't. What are we doing?
Like, can they? It's public property, so I don't think they can.
Right.
So, all right. Okay. Well, that was good. Sorry about that being really long and the internet. Your internet blows.
Like I said, it's working fine now. I think it's a lot to stream a live stream of a live stream, if that makes sense.
Sarah just said they were in there talking crap about us. What'd they say? What did they say? Oh, she just said kidding. I was about ready to fucking storm back in there. You better watch, Sarah. I was a little emotional when I was. Could you tell? I was freaking shaking. I was dope. Jay's like 5 feet from me, man. I'm just freaking calling him out.
You should have said, our Lord and Savior, Jay. Thank you for everything that you do, sir. You run this government and everything that you do. All powerful Jay. You're so important, Jay. Thank you for everything that you do. You're so good. Almighty Lord. Jay.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks for watching. There was like 50 people watching for that freaking train wreck.
Yep.
So, all right. Hey, if you need a mortgage, let us know because I don't think we're going to get any referrals from any of the Celebrate Poland people.
All right. All right, everybody. See, Luke, did you see? Luke, hold on. Did you see this by chance? Did you check this out?
What did I check out?
Hold on. I'm just going to play it.
Dude,
basketball, gimme the ball because
I'm sitting in the meeting. I have my headphones in, and you just kept replaying that like 50 times. Like,
yeah, because I had to switch computers because I couldn't get the other computer hooked up to Facebook.
Dude, I was brutal. I had it in my headphones. Like I'm gonna be singing that song for the next 3 days. Basketball.
Gimme the ball because I'm gonna dunk it.
I was like, oh my God. And I'm trying, and other people are talking to me, and it's playing in my ear. It was brutal.
Right.
All right, I'm going home. I'm tired. That was
all right.
Bye, everybody.